Hi everybody, this is Michelle with Stampin' Butterfly. Thanks for joining me. Tonight I'm excited to share with you the latest paper pumpkin from Stampin' Up that came in, and it is the June 2024 kit, and it's called Life is Sweet. It is a super fun kit, and what I like to do when it comes in, if I can keep up, is go through the kit with you, show you what's in there, we'll make a card together, and then I usually try to do some samples with different alternatives. So I have some of those to share with you as well at the end. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the kit. This one is definitely a bright and cheery kit, and it features our new in colors that just came out in the last catalog. So I guess a couple things. It comes with your full instructions, comes with everything pre-cut. Oh, my card box is a mess because I've been playing around with it. But here's a look at the finished cards, and then we'll go through and make one or two of them together, and I'll show you my alternatives. So this is as it's designed in the kit. This one is Hello Sweet Friend. This one is Congrats So Much to Celebrate. This one is Miss You, Wish You Were Here, and it's got some cherries, some textured paper, like canvas looking paper. So your kit also comes with dimensionals, some glue dots, some gems. Comes with a little ink spot. I'm going to use my big ink pad. It's just a little bit easier for me. I like to save these for later. All your pre-cut laser cut pieces. You can always save the pop-outs and use these as stencils, so you know we never throw anything away. We've got some tear tape in there, and then it comes with a stamp set. And our new kits are coming with this little printout, so the words are on here. And I probably put mine on all backwards when I used them, but you'll get that. Then it has some twine in here and glittery pieces and all the little die cut parts, and then coordinating envelopes. So look how cute these are. So we have envelopes in all different colors as well to match the different cards. So hopefully I don't forget to show you the alternatives at the end, so we'll do that later. Let's grab our stamps. We're going to need some ink, and then I guess we can decide which card we want to put together. So let's move some things out of the way. All right, and then I have to see what pieces are left because, like I said, I've been playing around and making alternatives, so I've chopped them up in here. Let's see. Which one do we want to go with? Maybe we'll go with the Hello Sweet Friend, because this one tricked me a little bit. I thought there were some extra inserts in there. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we will need one card base. Let's go ahead and actually find the instructions. So when you open up your instructions, and they also make a YouTube video, so Stampin' Up has that as well. They show you each card and the different components, so you can kind of peel them apart and put them in piles. We're going to go ahead and do card number 3. It has some gems. It looks like it has the smaller label, which I think I have pieces popped out everywhere. So we need a card base. We've got that. We're going to need some of the gems and the glue dots and all of these guys. So we'll stick all of these over here. And that one's used. We're going to need these guys. So I originally thought that these were just really pretty pieces of paper to separate them so your leaves don't get caught on each other, but they're actually backgrounds. They're nice and thick vellum too, and they actually go behind your card. So did not realize that. All right, and I didn't use it on one of my other alternatives, so that's why I have an extra piece. So in this kit you make 3, I think it is, of each card. Yep, 3 of each card. So I made the first set. We'll make one together, and then I'll show you what I did to get a few more cards out of my kit. And you can chop them up a lot better and different ways to get even more cards out of them. So this one uses some tear tape. Where do we put our instructions? And then we need a bunch of peaches too. Some twine. This one is the busy card. All right. We need some words, so we're going to need some glitter words, and then some peaches. All right, this one doesn't use the vellum leaves. All right, so we need a dark peach and a light peach, and again, you don't even have to use nearly this many, peaches on the card. So we'll pop them out, but we may or may not use them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, And then one of these little guys, a dark colored one. Alrighty. And the sentiment on this one is hello, sweet friend. So we're kind of wiggle it. I think I might have popped that one out already. Yeah, I did. Here it is. Okay. So there we go. And what else do we need? Okay. I was just stepping back. Sweet friend. Okay, so we need our stamp. Let's see. And again, you can change it up. You can leave it off if you want it just to be hello and you don't want to put a sweet friend on there. You don't have to. One thing I will say, when I first did this card, it was kind of funny. There's this long sentiment in here, and I thought, oh, great, they gave us an inside sentiment, but it didn't really make much sense once I put it in the card. So this is, life is so much sweeter with friends like you. So I went ahead and I stamped this card, and I was thinking, oh, this is great. Look at how cute. Hello, sweet friend. And then I put the sentiment in here, and I was like, well, that's plural. I'm not going to give a card to multiple people, and this is only one person. So then I covered it up and made an inside panel. So that's probably a good sentiment for like a scrapbook page and things like that. But I don't think I'm going to use it on my card. I don't give that many one card to multiple people. So I probably won't be using that one as often. All right, I think we have all our pieces and parts. So now we flip to the next section. And oh, by the way, on the back side, they give you some alternatives as well. Well, not this month, I guess. They show you what's in your kit, and then there's also coordinating dies that you can buy, and these are a great price point. I think they're only like $12 or something, and it matches all 3 months of kits for that quarter. So this is for the June, so there's new dies that come out for the July kit, and I think these are still available if you're interested in snagging any of those, and I'll show you some fun stuff we've done with that. All right, so where are we? Here we are. Okay, so we're going to look at all the different pieces and parts, and then we're going to go and make our card. All right. So we're going to start with our vellum piece, then we're going to layer on the leaves. Now they only show 3 little teeny dots. I would use more than that. I'd like to make it extra sticky so it sticks. Then they use some dimensionals. The dots are the little glue dots are the darker color, and then the hexagon shaped ones are the mini glue dots they provided. And then these are the gems. So we'll start with step 1. So we'll go ahead and crease our card. Fold it in half. Now, if you wanted to get more out of your card, you could technically cut this in half and mount this on a white piece of paper, and then you have this side to work with as well. Another way to get more of these, you could kind of cut this in half and only do like a piece of it going across or down. You know, so you could have just like a piece of your, and you could put a bar across there, like a piece of paper, colored cardstock. All right, where is our tear tape? And what you want to do with this, you just need a little bit to hold the vellum on. You put it on here. Well, there's 2 sides. One side is a little bit different than the other, but you can't really tell because you're going to cover it up anyway. So you put that, and there's a sticky backing, so you're going to do it on each place. And then you're going to put that on your card front. Now we do have a painted texture embossing folder, and you'll see some of the alternatives I did. This is an online product. You can run it through there and it looks super cool too. So I'll show you that card in a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and center this, put it on there. And then I may not go with I think I'm going to use my liquid glue. I'm looking for my silicone mat. So the silicone mat is great because if you get glue on it, once it dries, you just rub it, roll it in a ball, and throw it out. So I like that so I don't get my workspace too sticky. So I'm just going to use my liquid glue. And again, they gave you little tiny glue dots so you could do that. But I am just going to Trying to dab it in a few places. I like it to stick around the edge. And then at the bottom, I want one there, some here. Yeah, I'm going way more glue than they are. But again, your card, and you know, you can do it however you like. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and try to line that up in the vellum. I know it's really hard to see on the camera as well as in person. So I'm going to push that down. I think it's covered pretty good. So see, it sticks up a little there, but that's from the vellum, so that's okay. So it just gives you a little bit of a frosty look there. All right, do we want to do a little stamping? This one has minimal stamping in here. It's pretty quick and easy. So we're going to go ahead and get our ink pad. Now, when you're using these ink spots, sometimes it's easier to take the lid off and ink it this way onto your, or you can turn it this way and dab it onto your ink pad. With my big one, I'm just going to use it where I dunk it into the ink pad. And these are hard felt, these are soft foam, so you just want to be careful when you're doing that. Okay, I'm going to have to slide it. It's not cooperating. Just stamp down and then up. Boom. Now, the one thing I did do, and I before I started stamping, and I do it with all my photopolymer stamps, sometimes they get a little blotchy the first time you're using them because they still have like dust and things from manufacturing. So I will take the cardboard piece, which I don't have handy, I think it's at my desk, and I'll just ink it up and stamp a bunch of times to just get the, you know, the stamp kind of primed and ready to go. Then you could also use a white rubber eraser to kind of rough it up a little bit and then clean it and use it. So that works well also. All right, that's all the stamping we have. We're going to need some dimensionals, so let's throw some dimensionals on things. Now you can also trim the edges of your dimensionals too, so don't throw out the frame once you use the little circles on the inside. And the hello, they show it with just dimensionals on one side and not the other, so we'll come back to that and I'll show you that. Back to our card, we have our little instructions, and then what they do is they do some peaches are flat and some are popped up. So again, we can use our liquid glue, or if you want to see how to use these little dots, let's go ahead and use them on this peach. So I have my extra tip. There's a second set of tips that you can buy for your take your pick tool, and it has like a rotary cutter and this super pointy one, and then what's the other one in here? Oh, the X-Acto knife. So the regular blade that comes with this is a little bit fatter, and I like the pointier one, so I switched over to that. And then there's another end to that as well. I forget what it is. Let's look and see if I don't stab myself. Oh, it's a little hook, little eye hook. I don't know if you can see that. That works good with ribbons and things. So, all right, so we've got our little peach. We can stick them over here. And again, you can move your pieces wherever you like. I'm gonna put the light colored one in the back this time. And look, see, I switched to my glue automatically. Just so used to my glue. So we can, you know, put it at whatever angle you want. We're going to do some dimensionals on this guy. Pop them up. And they stick to my fingers. You can put as many as you want. I'm going to put one there too. So then we peel off the backings. And there we go. Like that. We'll pop this guy up on the other side. And the little stems go in different directions, so you can decide, you know, which way you like it. Oh, look, those dimensional backs end up everywhere. I have them all over my house. Okay, so, oh, look, see, look, there's twine. I did that last time, too. I had to sneak it in. Okay, so there's also twine, and it tells you how much to measure. It's basically a bow that kind of pops out the back, so we'll just make a big loopy bow. Or you can leave it out if you're not a twine fan. So let's go ahead and do that. I need some scissors. snips. And then, see, we could sneak it in. Let's see where the dimensional is. So we could sneak it in there. Let's see, how do we want to sneak it in? Yeah, this one, I kept forgetting to put the twine on my card. Like, I'd make my card and then be like, oh, oops, forgot something. Okay, I think that'll work, because then the hello is going to go there, so. Or we can just leave it on the bottom, too. Where do we want to put it? All right, so usually you use your sticky dots to put your twine on. So I'm just going to roll it kind of in a ball. Peel it off of the tip. And then stick it on the dot right back here. And then I'm going to just try to slide it under my peach a little bit. Go back in. All right, I think that'll work just fine. Ta-da. Okay, now back to the hello, because it's going to overlap a little bit. You don't want a dimensional on this one. It'll make your card too puffy. So we're just going to put a glue dot on the back of the H for the hello. Or you can use your liquid glue. And then we're going to throw a couple of dimensionals on the other letters. So like probably about here. And let's see, let's test it and see. Could probably squeeze one over here. And then the L is a little skinny, so this is where it comes in handy. I don't want to use my really good scissors, so I'm going to use my regular scissors. And I'm just going to trim a skinny little piece right there. And it flew away. I'm going to try again. There we go. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's use the skinnier one I made the first time. It escaped. So we're just going to put that, and it fits on the L a little bit better. All right, so now we just peel our backings off. And mosey along with our hello. And then we have our sweet friend. And again, if you wanted to turn your card sideways, you could do it horizontal and totally change the proportion of your card. And then they show it kind of covering the letters. I like it a little bit underneath it more, so the whole letter is out. And then I may put this peach up top this time, because it's a little lower than my last card. So I think we'll put it there. Then we add some gems for fun. So picking them up, you can use take your pick tool on this end or the sticky end. I'm going to try the pointy end. It depends on the gems. You know, sometimes they go better than others with whether you use the sticky end or not. Where do I want to put one here? Take another small one. Where do I want to put it this time? Put it up here, here. I always struggle where I want to put them. Let's put it up there. Ta-da. Okay. So slightly different, but still looks cute, right? We've got your card going on. All right, so for your other cards, very similar way to put it together. Let's take a look at them, see if I have any pointers for you. So on this card, don't forget your twine. So you'll do your card base. You're going to put the big leafy guy down, and then there are some vellum leaves that kind of hide back here, but they're right here. You're going to pop up your 2 lemons. You know, you're going to stamp your sentiment. See, there's those dimensional backs. You'll stamp your sentiment on that longer piece. And then the congrats is flat across here, and it's popped up on the edges. So then we add our gems. That's kind of how that card went. And again, you could change the direction of that one too. So look, you could do it that way and then put a different sentiment altogether on it. It doesn't have to be that way. And then the Miss You one, the pink piece is popped up, but you wrap your twine first and tie it in a bow. And then it showed 2 cherries, but it felt cluttered, so I only used the one. And then there's some vellum stars you can add, and then your sentiment. And then the Miss You is glued flat, but again, you could pop that one up too if you wanted. And there is an eye for the miss, so you just have to kind of make sure you don't miss that in your shiny glitter paper. Okay, so those are the ones as designed. Gave you some pointers on those. Now let's take a look at some of the alternatives. So for this one, I had the extra cherry, right, left over because I didn't use it on here. And I didn't love the pink. I don't know, I didn't love those colors together as much. So I kind of changed it up. I took the card front here from this one and I cut it in half. So I took one side of it and I embossed it. So I don't know if you can tell the difference or not. Let's see. See the texture on the right one? And then this one is flatter because this is the original one. So it looks like canvas, and then I really put it through the embossing folder. Then what I did with the hello that we used on this card over here, I colored it with my blends. So our blend alcohol markers, which I didn't bring over here with me, I just colored that with some Poppy Parade and then mounted it on a card base for Poppy Parade and Pool Party. And then again, I did the, this is one of the dies. So that little die coordinating set that you can get comes in this cute little package. And then I always have little magnet pieces floating around. So I put it in here. So I used the die, the coordinating die, and you can use that as a label too. It fits the sentiment really well. So that big one will fit on there. And then I popped up the cherries and decided to use my blends on those gems also. So all I did was just change up the colors. So you can take your alcohol markers and color them with the brush tip on here and scatter them on there. So that's alternative one. And then I just tied the bow, the twine in a small bow. My desk is a mess. I probably should have moved it over a little for you guys to see better. Here, just move some of it. Okay, then I wanted to make a coordinating envelope. So I embossed just the flap. See if you can tell. So I ran that piece through the embossing folder, and then it matches my cute little new card that I made. Another one. So I changed up the sentiments a little bit. So I took the other piece from that peach cardstock and I mounted it on white. So you can see I just put it on top of a card base, and then I changed things up. So I felt like that was a lot of color on color, so I flipped it over here. And then this is actually not in the glitter sentiments. So what I did with this one is I took the die from here, and then in my crafty stash, we used to have this kind of white glittery sparkle paper. So I just pulled it out and used it to make a thing so that kind of matches the same kind of theme. And then I did the double bow on this guy. Popped up some of the peaches. And I didn't use the vellum here, so that's why I have that extra sheet. Then for this one, I decided to kind of move this piece around. So if you look at the card here, I changed the direction of it, right? So again, it's on a piece of white. I must have cut up two of them then. So I just turned the card this way, changed up the piece. I embossed this pink one right here, and then used that sentiment. But like I said, I don't know that many instances where I will use that as a card. Maybe a book club if I'm sending like a card to a whole group of people. And then did the same kind of twine wrap around, that kind of stuff. And then I mixed up the fruit. And then my last alternative, let's see, where's the original of this one, the lemon. So I felt like these sentiments went really cute together, so I took just one of the vellum leaves, that same green background, moved the lemons around a little bit, and I swapped the congrats for the miss you, and then sending a big squeeze. I just thought that worked really cute with the lemon fruit. And then I colored the blends, so I used, what color is this? This is probably the new Pretty in Pink, and I didn't have it, so I used Bubble Bath, I think is the marker I had, but it still worked really well. So these are all the alternatives. Lots of fun things you can do. These dies, you know, really coordinate well with your kit. You can get tons more cards out of there because you can take your envelopes too. And I know I've done these before. Oh, see, look, and I made a whole bunch of these. I thought I might use them. I'll show you those in a minute. So if you wanted more similar paper, you know, you could trim the edges off of here. And you've got this little flap you can use for a card front, and then you can use these as well. So you can chop up your envelopes, you can cut your paper, you can make it into a fun fold. The add-on dies, what I did is I cut some of the in-color paper that we have in the catalog and just did some fun patterned paper. So I was kind of playing around with that to see, you know, did I like any of that. So, and then I did some in Pool Party. So there's different ways you can use those, and the pattern paper kind of makes it fun. So I cut some of those extra ones in case we wanted to change any of those cards up. So let's see, where's the originals? Original, and original. All right. So let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is the kit from June. So we do sell them sometimes on the website. You can buy the full kit if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, or the refill. So what the refill does is it'll just have the paper components, right? So it'll be all that. It won't be the ink and the stamp set, but it'll have all the other stuff. It's a little bit cheaper, and then you can make your kit go much further. So these are all the fun cards we've made with the kit. And next month should be, let's see, what did they do? Oh, it's Pretty Flowers. So there is a sneak peek. I don't think I've posted it on my Facebook page yet, but we do have a sneak peek of the box. So it's exclusive decorated box. It won't be the regular orangey paper pumpkin color, but it will still be a lot of fun. And from what I've seen of it, it looks really good. So it's cards as well. If you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to message me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the card kit for June 2024 for Paper Pumpkin All-Inclusive Kit. Thanks, and have a great day.